I open my phone, thumb hovering over the glowing screen, and my heart sinks before I even read the messages. Each word is a blade, each notification a hammer smashing against my chest. They're saying things about her. My auntie. The kind of things no one should ever say about someone so pure. I scroll faster, stomach twisting, bile rising as I see friends I've trusted, laughing at rumors that aren't just false. They're vicious. Screenshots flood the screen, cruel captions, mocking emojis, twisted words meant to destroy. My hands shake, and I can feel the betrayal cutting deep, sharper than any knife I've ever held. A public group chat. Hundreds of notifications, each one mocking her. Every ping, a reminder that the world, even the people closest to me, are complicit in this humiliation. Laughter emojis taunt me like they're dancing over her dignity, over my helplessness. I freeze, staring at the screen as anger and sorrow collide inside me. Her voice comes back to me in my mind. Gentle, warm, the sound of unconditional love, and I hate the contrast with the venom on the screen. My fingers hover over the keyboard, wanting to reply, wanting to defend her, but I can't. Every word I could type feels useless. Her face flashes in my memory, kind eyes and soft smile, and then on my screen, warped, manipulated, twisted to fit lies that were never hers. The image stabs me over and over. I grip the phone tighter, decision forming with a clarity that scares me. I will document everything. Every cruel message, every falsified post, I will capture it all. Pain simmers, morphing into a quiet, dangerous determination. A fire ignites inside me, a need to protect, to avenge, to clear her name. Night falls, but sleep evades me. Every notification feels like another dagger being driven into my chest. My mind races, tracing every forward, every laugh, every betrayal. This isn't just gossip. It's intimate, personal. It's a violation of our family bond, a desecration of her life and reputation. And I vow, silently in the depths of that sleepless night, that I will uncover the truth. I will expose every lie. I will make the world see her as she truly is, and I will make them feel the weight of their cruelty. I drift back into memories I didn't choose, memories that hurt more now because of what they're doing to her. My auntie didn't just help raise me. She became my world when my parents disappeared from my life. She stepped in without hesitation, without complaints, and without ever making me feel like a burden. I remember her laughter filling our small kitchen, the sound cutting through my fear during the hardest years of my life. When storms rattled the windows and my heart felt just as fragile, she was warmth itself. Steady hands, calm voice, a presence that made everything survivable. She never judged anyone. Not once. She gave people chances even when they didn't deserve them. She believed kindness could fix broken souls. And now I watch that same kindness being torn apart online by people who never earned a place in her life. The cruelty feels louder because I know what she survived in silence. The divorce she never talked about. The nights she cried when she thought I was asleep. She shielded me from every ugly detail, smiling in the mornings like nothing was wrong. I remember her whispering stories to me as a child, telling me that strength wasn't loud. It was quiet endurance. She taught me resilience without ever naming it. Showed me how to stand back up when life pushed too hard. She struggled financially more than anyone knew. Bills paid late, sacrifices made quietly. She never asked for help. Never played the victim. She carried everything alone with dignity. And now I see it clearly. The lies aren't just rumors. They're attacks on who she is at her core. They're trying to erase the integrity she built over a lifetime. That realization cracks something inside me. Anger surges, but guilt follows close behind. I should have protected her sooner. I should have seen this coming. There was no one else stepping in. Siblings stayed distant. Relatives stayed silent. And suddenly the weight settles on me alone. I am her protector now. The worst part is knowing that moments she trusted as private, her pain, her past, are now being twisted into weapons against her. That betrayal burns deeper than any insult. Her voice echoes in my head, firm yet gentle, the words she told me over and over growing up. Stand tall even when they fall. That's when the seed of vengeance takes root. Not fueled by hate alone, but by love, by loyalty, by everything she gave me without ever asking for repayment. This isn't just about defending her anymore. This is personal justice, and I'm preparing myself to deliver it. I start reaching out, cautiously at first, confronting classmates and coworkers who've been spreading the rumors. Their reactions are defensive, dismissive, some even sneering at me as if I'm overreacting. I press harder, showing them screenshots, timestamps, evidence. But the lies twist and turn, each one more convoluted than the last. As I dig deeper, I trace the venom back to its source, a social media influencer, someone with reach and a following, who misrepresented my auntie with calculated cruelty. The realization makes my blood boil. The damage wasn't random, it was orchestrated. Every confrontation escalates. Messages I send are met with nastier replies, threats laced between smirks and emojis. The humiliation is no longer just public. It feels personal, targeted, a war waged in pixels. Workplace groups mock her openly, and I watch helplessly as colleagues share and comment, turning laughter into weapons. I begin compiling a digital dossier, each screenshot, timestamp, and metadata carefully saved, organized. My anxiety spikes. The line between online cruelty and real-world harassment blurs, and I fear the next step they might take. Friends start questioning me. Are you overreacting? Are you reading too much into it? Their doubt stings sharper than the lies themselves. I feel isolated, unsure who truly stands with us. Sleepless nights become routine. I cross-reference every message, every post, obsessively verifying fact against fiction. Shame and rage coalesce inside me, paired with a simmering helplessness, yet determination hardens like steel. A small victory arrives unexpectedly. A friend privately admits they saw the truth all along but were too afraid to speak out. That tiny confession fuels me, igniting a strategy I didn't have before. I start gathering evidence of motive. Why my auntie? Jealousy, envy, greed, petty ambitions. I uncover patterns and histories that make the cruelty make sense in the darkest way. I map the social media networks, surveilling accounts, tracking who shared, who instigated, who amplified the lies. The web of deceit is tangled, but each thread brings me closer to the architect. Emotional flashbacks hit in waves. Her kindness, her laughter, her sacrifices contrasted against the sharp sting of present-day cruelty. It strengthens my resolve. I rehearse every confrontation, imagining my tone, the sequence of evidence, the exact phrasing to land the truth with precision. Every detail matters. And then it comes. A mysterious message, subtle, cryptic, hinting at insider involvement. A shadow of betrayal I hadn't anticipated. The pieces are aligning. I feel the turning point approaching. The shift from reaction to strategy, from defense to inevitable justice. The message arrives without a name. No profile picture, just a few lines that make my blood run cold. It points directly to the mastermind behind the lies. Not a stranger, not a random troll. Someone deliberate, someone calculated, someone who knew exactly where to cut deepest. That's when it hits me. The betrayal isn't accidental. This isn't gossip spiraling out of control. It's systematic character assassination, planned step by step to dismantle my auntie's reputation from the inside out. I open the attachments with shaking hands. Screenshots, conversations, fabricated messages. And the worst part, the proof shows that someone close to us helped create the most damaging lies. Someone who smiled at her face while poisoning her name behind her back. My chest tightens, rage roaring so loud I have to put the phone down just to breathe. Then my phone rings. Her name lights up the screen. I answer, steadying my voice, and she talks like nothing is wrong. Calm, trusting, still believing people are mostly good. She tells me she's fine, that things will settle down. Her faith hits me like a punch to the gut. She has no idea how deep this goes, and in that moment I make a silent promise. I will carry this burden alone. I will shield her completely this time. Something inside me shifts. The anger stops shaking. It sharpens. I stop reacting and start calculating. I begin mapping out the confrontation, when it will happen, who needs to see it, how the truth must land to be undeniable. I argue with myself in the quiet hours. Is legal justice enough? Or do they deserve public exposure too? The answer settles heavily in my chest. It has to be both. Then another layer peels back. I uncover financial manipulation tied to the lies, money trails, incentives, leverage. This was never just about words. It was about control, profit, and cruelty disguised as rumors. That's when the power shifts. I'm no longer chasing the truth. I'm holding it. Every screenshot, every timestamp, every motive laid bare. I move carefully now, preparing without tipping anyone off. Every step is deliberate. Every silence intentional. The tension coils tighter with each passing hour. A trusted ally steps forward. Someone with reach, credibility, influence in the digital world. They don't hesitate. They've seen enough to know this needs to end. My thoughts grow darker, colder, more focused. This isn't rage anymore. This is inevitability. That night, I don't sleep. I lie awake imagining the reckoning. The moment the lies collapse under their own weight. The moment the truth stands where they thought it never would. My adrenaline spikes, heart pounding with certainty. The storm is coming, and this time, I'm ready to unleash it. I don't drop everything at once. I let the truth breathe. Verified screenshots move quietly through trusted channels, shared with intention, not noise. One by one, people start seeing patterns they can't unsee. Doubt creeps into the spaces where lies once felt comfortable. Then I confront the ringleader in person. I don't raise my voice. I don't flinch. I lay the evidence out between us. Screenshots, timestamps, messages. My calm more threatening than anger. I watch their face drain of color as the weight of truth settles in. Soon after, the exposure turns public. Posts go live. Receipts surface. Friends and family watch in real time as the culprits are unmasked. The humiliation they engineered boomerangs back, magnified. Their lies collapse fast. Credibility shatters. Every excuse sounds hollow now that the proof is undeniable. Emotional justice lands harder than any insult ever did. Legal action follows immediately. Harassment, defamation, digital manipulation. The words look clean on paper, but the consequences are heavy. My auntie stands nearby, silent. Shock flickers across her face as realization dawns. Then pride. Then relief. Validation floods her eyes without a single word spoken. The showdown is airtight. Witnesses step forward, emails resurface. Messages align perfectly. There's nowhere left to hide. At the peak of it all, one liar tries to gaslight me, claims I misunderstood, that context was missing. I slide one final screenshot forward. The room goes quiet. Their defense implodes instantly. Set 2. Something unexpected happens next. A few allies of the culprit switch sides mid-collapse, choosing truth over loyalty when faced with undeniable proof. The fallout is swift. Social consequences. Professional consequences. Doors close. Reputations crumble. The moment everything settles, my auntie pulls me into an embrace. Her tears soak into my shoulder. Relief, gratitude, and recognition of what I carried for her. That hug says everything words never could. I stay vigilant afterward, monitoring online activity, ensuring the lies don't try to resurrect themselves. The power reversal is complete. Truth stands tall. Liars stand exposed. And as the noise fades, I feel both triumph and heaviness. Justice has been served. Revenge is complete. But some wounds don't vanish, they just stop bleeding. Life begins to settle, fragile but steady. My auntie's reputation, once teetering on the edge of ruin, slowly starts to regain its footing. Each day, whispers of doubt fade, replaced by recognition of her true character. Close friends reach out, apologies flowing. Some had stood by silently, some had wavered, but now bonds are stronger than ever, forged in the heat of shared truth and struggle. I spend hours processing everything, relief mingling with lingering anger. Lessons about trust carve themselves deep into my consciousness. The betrayal still stings, but it is tempered by the clarity of justice served. I reflect on the personal toll. Sleepless nights spent chasing shadows, anxiety gnawing at my chest, and the moral wrestling of deciding just how far I could go to protect her. The weight of responsibility was immense. Legal victories finalize. Some of the culprits face financial penalties, public reprimands, and the consequences of their calculated lies. Watching the justice system affirm the truth is both satisfying and sobering. My auntie cautiously rebuilds her social presence, reclaiming dignity in the spaces where it was stolen. Each post, each interaction, feels like a quiet triumph, a reclamation of self and voice. I archive every screenshot, every timestamp, every message. They are more than evidence. They are a testament to justice served and a history recorded so the lies can never stand unchallenged again. I reflect on the fragility of reputation, the incredible power of digital truth. One careless word, one falsified screenshot can destroy a life. And yet, carefully wielded, truth can restore it. Estranged family members begin to reconnect, respect restored for those who showed loyalty when it mattered most. Trust, once fractured, starts to mend. I contemplate personal growth, patience honed through planning, strategy sharpened under pressure, and emotional resilience forged in the fires of betrayal. Even now, a subtle vigilance remains. The world has shown its capacity for cruelty. I cannot fully let my guard down. Gratitude fills me for the allies who risked themselves, who stood in the shadows and helped expose the truth. Their courage is not forgotten. And finally, the quietest, most profound reward, my auntie's smile. Soft, genuine, unguarded. The restoration of her dignity, the closure of a chapter filled with pain and betrayal. That is everything I fought for. Today, I share this story not just as a personal account, but as a lesson. A lesson about truth, loyalty, and the lengths we must go to protect the ones we love. This journey has been a storm of emotions, betrayal that cut deep, rage that burned through sleepless nights, the meticulous pursuit of justice, and finally, the hard-earned closure that followed. In this digital age, documenting harassment is more than precaution. It's survival. Every message, every screenshot, every timestamp can become the weapon that reveals the truth. I urge you to stand for your loved ones when they are attacked, to be the shield against defamation and cyberbullying. Silence allows lies to grow. Action restores dignity. I learned something vital through this ordeal. Anger, when channeled strategically, becomes a tool, not a weapon that destroys indiscriminately. It becomes the force that delivers justice without losing control. The emotional weight of protecting family in a world built on lies is immense. Every sleepless night, every anxious heartbeat, every moral choice carried that burden. But the reward, the safety and restored honor of those we protect, is unparalleled. Remember before you share a rumor. Verify. Do not let words become weapons against innocent lives. Have you ever faced betrayal like this? Reflect on it. Share it. Speak out. Your voice can be the line that separates truth from destruction. Truth triumphs over manipulation. Lies may spread quickly, but the foundation of integrity endures. The exposure of deceit, the reclamation of dignity. It is all possible if you stand firm. And finally, I leave you with this image. My auntie, serene, smiling, her reputation restored, a quiet peace in her eyes. It is the culmination of every battle fought, every lie undone. Sometimes the screenshots tell the story that words try to hide. Stay vigilant. Stay empathetic. Stay courageous. Defend justice and defend those who cannot fight alone.